Hello.
You're fine.
Oh, hi.
It's only been 25 minutes, but we're the kind of people we are.
We're having issues, it's fine. We got it.
Hello, I'm issues.
Yes, you are. We're off to a raging good start already, guys.
Yep.
It's gonna be great.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
sometimes you just...
I mean, it took us like an hour to get all the squirreliness out last week, and I don't even think we did that, so
Nope.
it's fine.
Oh, it's coming. I feel like it's gonna be a lot later in the game this time. Right now, I'm like, I'm pretty chilled, but I'll get amped up soon.
Yep.
Just wait.
I mean, thanks for the warning.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
It means I'm sick all over the place here. Anyways,
Yeah, hi, Cedar.
hi Cedar. So yeah, welcome back to the Phixius 5. Yeah, stuff happened last week.
Oh,
Did it ever?
yeah.
Chaos happened last week.
It was
Yeah.
excellent. We have a
Just
new enemy.
absolute chaos.
I laughed so hard.
Oh my god, same.
The day after, my sides and my face.
I
Yeah,
know.
The day after is when I got sick, so like I was coughing all weekend on top of laughing.
Oh god.
It was so painful.
You're welcome.
Oh, it was terrible. Alright, so last session you guys met your new friend, Kirani,
Oh, not
who was
Bob.
sent to you
I was
from
No,
What? I'm getting there, God!
Mom.
Do you want to tell what happened last week?
No.
No. This
Last
was the
week
teacher
we
moment.
committed several homicides on one person.
Several war crimes.
Yes, you did. 4
Part of
apples
the
and a
game.
durian fruit.
Mm.
Yeah.
You work
Great.
with what you got.
I mean, yeah. But you met your new friend here, who then, of course, set off the barbarians I need to be taller issue.
Uh,
I am not wrong.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Don't come at me.
Yeah, there was some new meeting awkwardness and a very strange visit to Bilphus's. And then it was followed by absolute chaos as you worked your way through all of the carnival games that I had for you and murdered a guy named Bob 4 times.
Why did you murder Bob?
Because we were bobbing
was
for
there.
apples.
Oh.
oh, okay.
I'm a warforged. I've never heard of such a
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So, bobbing for apples means throw apples at Bob.
Okay.
You get a prize. We never got the prize,
We never
so
got a
we
prize.
kept doing it.
Tons of other prizes, so.
Yeah.
When we had left off, you had just all sort of reconvened at the guild hall for the night, coming down from your massive sugar buzz. And that's kind of where we're gonna pick up a little. We're gonna pick up on it, the morning of the festival, because my brain is working. Just for Eliz real quick. So Eliz, you're woken fairly early on the morning of the festival by a gentle pulse in your crystal. And you kind of sit up and you look around, and everybody's kind of gathered around you, minus Robin, obviously. And your eyes sort of adjust to the darkness, and you see that Ram is in their 4-hour shutdown period. And you're kind of distressed to see that you only have 4 threads again. That last thread to Robin has disappeared while you slept.
Oh, that's so sad.
And you not wanting to wake anybody, you kind of tiptoe out of the room and you go downstairs with the intention of grabbing a snack. And your crystal sort of gives you another pulse, and you go outside to kind of catch some air. And your feet just sort of, you begin to walk without really realizing what you're doing. Your feet sort of carry you through the north part of town, and it's very early morning right now. The city hasn't woken up yet. You can see that there are a couple of people that are setting up for the day. Obviously, it's going to be a town-wide festival. There are some people out and about, but not many. And your feet sort of carry you through the north gate along the river, where you kind of find a place that's sort of hidden off the main path there to sit and kind of watch the river. There's the early morning boats that are going out from town, and you're able to kind of sit there and watch for a little while. And as you sit there and you watch, there's another gentle pulse, and your vision sort of turns inward. And you are suddenly standing on that same white pebbled shoreline overlooking the Nine Falls River.
Oh no.
You see that thing in the center of the river. It's still struggling against the current, but it seems to have made some progress. Not much, but it has made progress. You can see more of it now. And you can see what looks to be like the top part of a head that keeps changing shape. Like 1 minute it looks almost elvish, 1 minute it looks like a lizard folk. It's never the same when you look at it.
Like
The
what?
only thing that's
Like what texture is it? Does it like get like scales or change colors, or is it just like?
no, it looks to be made out of ink almost,
Okay, that's even
like
more
a black
appealing.
shadow.
Yeah.
The only thing that stays the same as you look at it are those burning red eyes. That never changes.
Okay.
And as you sort of watch this, you can see that it's still struggling against the current, and you can hear sort of under the din of the river, you can hear what sounds like very heavy chains being drug. And a gentle hand rests on your shoulder, causing you to jump and turn away from the creature in the river. And you turn and you see again that white porcelain mask, and she gives you the nod, a small nod, and releases your shoulder. And you see the Raven Queen standing there, and she says, "The good news is Kel says you're free to go. Your soul never crossed, so he has no claim on your soul. The bad news, though, you must walk the path and you must not look back. For if you do, no power anyone possesses will save you from his eyes." And she sort of motions at the thing in the river. And she says, "You've a choice to make. Will you let the chaos consume you and usher in new end times? Or will you walk the path and follow the threads?" And she kind of motions at your chest, and you look down, and you can see that the threads that you know belong to your friends are leading you along the side of the river where there's a footpath that you never noticed before. But as you sort of look at these threads, there's a fifth one there that wasn't there when you sort of started this vision.
And I know it's not Robin's by how it feels.
Yes, if you touch it, you can feel it. Like, you can feel that it's not the same energy. This energy is different, and when you sort of touch that strange thread, an image sort of blooms in your mind of a very tall, lanky-looking furball with sort of dark hair and brown, like tawny-colored facial features.
Okay.
And the Raven Queen sort of motions at this path, and she says, "Be warned. It is not an easy path to walk. Impossible to do so alone. If you choose this, if you choose to follow where the threads lead, once you start, you must never look back. Do you trust your friends? Do you trust yourself? Between your ears and behind your eyes, that is the true path. The first step is always the hardest. Can you take it, young fate touched?
Yes, but can I ask 1 or 2 questions?
Of
Or do I have?
course.
Okay. That thing. What's his name again? Kel? Inkman? Woman?
No, she looks out at the creature and she goes, "No, that is not Kalimvor."
Okay. Who's? We still don't. What?
She sort of pauses for a minute and she says, "That is for you to discover. I cannot tell you."
I discovered it. It's right there, but okay. Second question. Did I die? Like, did I fall in the water? Why am I back here?
I called for you.
Okay. That makes sense. It was nice seeing you. I do a little bow. I guess I'll see
She
you
gives you a
again.
nod.
I'll see you again sometime. I kind of brush off my
I will be
clothes.
watching.
Okay. Goodbye. There's like Elise is partially in shock and like they're just going now. They're following the strings, like kind of like oh shit. Because the thing is, Elise trusts their friends as much as Elise can trust people in their lives. Elise still doesn't trust themselves. So they're like, okay. They do not trust the process, as Aurora would say on our Tuesday game. But Elise is going.
Okay, so yeah, you sort of give that thing in the river one final glance, and you spin on your heel, and you start following this path along the side of the river.
Mm-hmm.
And that first step is almost impossible. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. I'm not that wise. Saving throw. Oh yeah, we don't have the tower in this one.
Okay. So yeah, as you go to take this step, it's almost as though your foot is like glued to the ground. It's heavy. The burden of taking this step, you can physically feel it. And you sort of look at these threads before you, and you can hear that sound of rushing water and grinding chains behind you. And you sort of reach out and you grab those threads in your hand, and there's a pulse in your mind, and you can see your friends, and they're smiling at you, and you find that courage to sort of take that step forward. And as you take that step forward, it gets easier and easier to move. And as you do, your vision sort of closes in on itself again and opens back up, and you're sitting again on a log near the river just outside of town. And you can, as you sort of look at the threads in your hand, you can see there is a fifth one, and it is late afternoon. And you are a little confused about like the amount of time that has passed, but you sort of get back up and you head back into town. And as that sort of happens, you meet up with your friends just as they're getting back to the guild hall with your new friend here, and you sort of are able to get together and share dinner and make introductions if you would like.
Yeah, I go, so you guys didn't look for me? I've been gone for a while.
We assumed you were making soup.
No, my friend has left for the meantime, but so there will be no soup making for a while.
Oh. I got you a present.
Oh, what is it? I like presents.
I reach into my chest chassis and I pull out a rock.
Does Reggie comment on the fact that you are removing said rock?
No. Wait, did you keep the two of them together?
No,
Okay.
Okay.
or did I?
I don't know. Did
Hang
you
on,
put? Did you
Let
put?
me make an intelligence check for
It
myself.
was like in
No.
your life or something.
I
Oh,
definitely kept them
no.
together.
Oh,
No.
That was a natural one.
yeah, I see that.
Okay. What did you just breed? What's
As
going
you reach into wherever you kept this rock,
on?
you notice that. Did you name it Raleigh? Is that what you named the other one?
Yep.
Okay, so you notice that Raleigh is in there too. There's also a smaller stone that looks exactly like Eliz's stone. It has a stupid face on it. It's just smaller and not moving.
I only had 2 stones, right?
As far as you remember.
Ah,
Maybe like they're ones that chip off the old block or something. Like it hit another stone.
Get out. Take that pun and get the fuck out of my house.
You can't stop me. You can't stop me.
This is what we were missing last time.
It's true.
You would have killed more people if I was here.
Probably. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I got you this, and apparently I got you another one.
Oh,
I give you 2 rocks with stupid faces painted on them.
that is quite generous. What do they have names? They have faces.
I didn't name them because they're yours, so you should name them.
Okay.
But this one's name is Raleigh, and apparently he's a hoe.
Why is he a hoe? What did he do?
I don't know, I assume a hoe is like where you're like gardening and then you pick up a rock with it.
Hmm. That's where
pick a
my
lot of
mind
rocks.
obviously went.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, that's what it means.
That's what you use hoes for.
As Ram holds up their pet rock, it's snoring.
Mine does
Like-
weird things.
Did our rocks like, you know?
Have sex?
Big soup.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
House
What do we-
rocks.
Do they share custody, or like, do we have to like? What do we do regarding the third rock? Like,
Thanks for the raid, Becky, and I apologize in advance.
I don't know the
Wait.
custody of rock.
The second rock was not.
Emily, aren't you like?
The second
Aren't you
rock
so
was
glad you're
not
here?
a like little elemental rock. The second rock was just a rock, right?
Yeah.
Nope,
I feel like
What
that's.
did Reggie do with the rock?
it wasn't Reggie.
Can I investigate one of the rocks?
Ooh.
If I'll like reach out to see
I-
if I can like just like I
can't
want
be my
to.
rock friend.
I will inspect. I am used to inspecting creatures, so I guess maybe this is an unknown
Which
creature.
one are you
we-
looking at?
Yes.
Rams or Elise's?
Let's try Rams first.
Raleigh.
Okay.
May I? Raleigh.
I give Raleigh over to Master.
Okay.
Hi,
So
Raleigh.
you can
Do you-
roll me a nature or an animal handling check. I don't care.
Oh no, I think I'm bad at both of those. Ironically.
I love that you're the druid and that is a problem.
Thanks for the
It
sub,
is a
Becky.
problem. Okay,
Hey, Becky.
wait. I'm better than I thought. Hey, I suck. I don't know what I'm looking for.
You were extremely put off by the fact that this rock is snoring like my pug,
Oh.
and you just kind of like. I mean, it is very clearly asleep, and its tongue is sticking out and everything, and it's just snoring away.
The rock
Even if
has
I
a
poke,
tongue.
I poke the tongue. Poke.
It kind of wakes up and it looks at you like it opens one eye and it
Oh.
smiles a derpy little smile at you and just kind of sits there.
Oh. Oh god, Keisha's in love with this rock. Aster feels nothing though. Okay. I want to cast Speak with Animals and see if this does anything.
It does not. It is an elemental.
Well, I got nothing.
Do you speak
here's Raleigh.
primordial?
I do.
Doubtful. That's a big word, and it does not sound familiar to me.
Where do we see our languages?
That
Oh, I
would
speak
be-
primordial.
Wow.
I can speak to the rock.
Oh. Don't. Here you go.
I examine my rock again and I say, hello.
Rock doesn't do anything.
You don't speak primordial either.
I don't
Your
think
rock
my
is
rock
very
alive.
clearly a
it's my
rock.
rock that's alive.
Okay, I talk to your
Yeah.
rock.
Okay.
Hello? Can you wake up? I come to tell you about your carriage's extended warranty.
Oh my god.
This is why I shouldn't. Can you imagine
Roll
like, Peter and
persuasion?
I on Monday though? It's gonna be great.
It's amazing.
So, as you sort of like asked her, you go to hand this rock over to Eliz, and like this rock has very bad object permanence because like as soon as it doesn't see your face anymore, it gets very sad, and then as soon as it sees Eliz's face, it gets really excited again.
Oh my god, I love this rock! We need to protect this rock with our lives!
So I can't put it back in my chest chassis because it'll just forget that we exist.
If this
Does
rock
anybody
dies,
have any glue?
I can put it in my hair. I don't.
let me
That's all
check
I
if I bought glue.
I'm just gonna buy a baby Bjorn for your rock.
Is this the kind of thing that is able to like suction onto a creature?
It's a
I
freaking
try
rock.
to like put it
I
against
don't
my face.
know.
Let me find out.
We have to go buy glue. I say, hello to the rock.
So, the rest of you here, well, Emily, you speak primordial too, right? You're, okay. So, everybody else hears what sounds like the grinding of stones as this thing is very clearly talking to Eliz. And it just looks at Eliz and you just hear, hi.
Very eloquent. Hi.
I'm Elise, and that's Ram. I kind of spin the rock around. That's Aster. Hog.
The same thing as Elise turns it away from its like from her face to like everybody else. It gets very sad, and then as soon as it sees a new face, it gets very excited.
And the music is playing.
Oh.
and it's
Because
just-
congratulations, your rock is my dog.
Then nothing bad can ever happen to this rock, okay?
Nope.
I will cry because I love your potato dog.
Yes.
And
Why
this
do you
is
think
the
I
rock-
named it Raleigh?
Oh. Ah. I'm
Why do
smart.
you think it literally has 2
Manipulation.
brain cells?
Okay. I turn it back to face me, and I say,
And it gets very excited to see your face.
"Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I have a rock friend. I hold up my rock, like I'm like this, like so it can see me, but it can also see the rock.
Thank you for the sub, Lurch.
Mhm.
Thank you for
Hi, Ben.
celebrating this.
Thank you for joining us on this weird ride.
Yeah.
So the rock, like, it looks between you and it looks between your rock, and it's like, yeah, I know, we're friends.
Hubba hubba.
Did you do this? And I show them the tiny rock.
It looks at it and like if a rock could look prideful, it looks prideful and it says, "That's mine."
Yeah.
I made that.
That is the fruit of my loins right there. Yes,
you
it
want
is.
This is so fucking dumb, you guys. This is so
Do you
dumb. Why are we
want
doing
to
this?
this pebble, or do I keep it with my rock? How do you want to work this arrangement out? I just want to be respectful to your culture.
You take 'em
Ram,
on
how did you
weekends.
not notice things were going
Rockin'?
on in you?
Da-dum-dum, da-dum.
It's private.
Like a washing machine, just.
I don't have
I
any
don't want to live
sensors
on this planet
inside
anymore.
per se. Not there anyway.
You didn't feel anything? Do you just normally vibrate?
This
There was
took a
nothing
Was there-
vibrating inside of me that I was aware of.
Oh, okay.
Just had butterflies
I'm
in your
just gonna
stomach.
go, you guys. I'm just gonna go.
This
Peace.
is sergeant.
calling me.
I just want to know what I do about the baby rock before we end this scene.
I have a
This
question
is-
about
this
the
is-
baby rock also.
I have so many questions. But I will refrain.
We-
Really, he can't move because he's a rock. But like,
But then how?
Raleigh kind of like
It's okay, we don't need to know.
these stupid things came with a stat block. Okay, the stat block says if you leave it alone with another rock, it makes another rock. Okay,
Okay,
I didn't ask questions.
I'm asking the questions. I need to know. Oh,
Rocks.
Who thought of this? I just want to talk.
Wait, is the baby rock a living rock, or just a
No,
regular?
it's just a it looks like the rest of your guys' rocks. It's just got a stupid face on it.
Drink up, ladies.
Forgot my water.
God.
Tell Jason to go get you some
I'll
water.
get it later.
He's in the shed.
Make Jeremy get it.
Jeremy went home.
Ben asks if this is from the PDF that they sent you.
No,
No. Okay.
What we have to do is to put the two rocks next to each other and just watch, like take shifts, like sleeping.
I mean, I don't.
I
really
mean,
sleep, so.
Oh my god.
But I just want to know the answer so we can move on.
I know.
We're gonna spend this entire session just watching the biological imperative of this elemental rock.
Yes.
Please let me know what I do with your child because I just want to make sure that everything is kosher.
Totally tubular.
it was its mom.
Okay, so what are your pronouns?
Follow-up questions: do rocks have pronouns?
I mean,
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going
That
to say goodbye. It was very nice meeting you. Would you like? You said you speak primordial. Would you like to talk to the rock before we give it back to Ram?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay. May I give you a tiny Well, I don't know if you have a forehead. May I give you a tiny kiss on the top of your head?
Sure.
Are you sure
I-
that's its head?
what if that's how you make more rocks?
I gently put my lips against it as Aster is saying that, and I go.
Does
Thank
these
you,
wear
Annabelle.
lipstick?
No. Well, sometimes they'll wear like lip balm because they want to have soft and subtle lips for Rayla.
No.
Right.
Okay.
And in general, because
Yeah, I
soft
mean,
lips
it
is
just
more-
kind of sits there. It's, it's happy that somebody talked to it, but
Yeah. I
I will.
I relay this information that my rock has custody of the rock, the baby rock. They don't have a concept of gender, but my rock is the mommy rock.
Why?
Do we just put ourselves into a situation with another family? This seems like a lot of responsibility, and that's entirely on you.
What? Well, you know what they say? It takes a party to raise a child.
I have never heard that saying before
I've
in my
never
life.
heard of that either.
Hmm.
Also,
I
we don't
look-
like breed like
I-
how most people.
I look to Pog and Kayla to back me up on this.
Why would you bring a child to a party?
No, like us, a party, like our friends that we've been traveling with for 3 days and having fun.
We should definitely not raise a child.
Yeah, we are not qualified.
We are the daddy issue.
so dumb, you guys.
We're a lot of issues. But, yeah. That's.
I feel a little defiled.
you know,
I think I need some like interior cleaning. So
wet
I'll be
wipe.
back.
I'll have fun.
And I go to somewhere to like completely wash out the chest chassis. Just
Dive
You could
into
go
a
back to
river.
Capati if you wanted.
sure, that's what I do.
Okay. Cell is very confused, but doesn't really ask a lot of questions.
Just go with the process as I'm like unloading my chest chassis and like get in with the thing open and just start scrubbing. Just go with it. Don't worry, it's not like you're looking at anything naughty. It's just
I've
Ask-
seen all kinds, my dear. It's fine.
All kinds of naughty.
This is a random thought bubble that no one knows except you guys. This is like a meta thing, but Aster is like legitimately thinking like, so can we keep chickens inside of Ram's chassis and they can have eggs of which I can eat every day?
It crashed for me.
Because Fantasy Grounds hates me.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
it was you
fine.
too? Okay, it wasn't just my internet.
no.
Nope, it's just me.
I'm pretty sure it's the Midwest.
I don't know why I bother.
Because it works sometimes.
It works.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
20% of the time it works.
I forgot.
20% of the time.
Yeah, and so you, Ram, when you take Raleigh back, like they fall asleep right away and just snore. And Reggie is very confused.
Me too, Reggie.
Reggie
I don't know
seems-
what the hell is going.
What do you think
Is there any
happens
more?
if you leave it with a rat?
Oh yeah, Reggie's my rat, and he talks sometimes. In my head.
He's going through a phase.
Yeah, he's a little bit of emo face.
What do you think happens if you leave it with a rat?
Reggie, don't fuck the rock, okay? Just know.
Oh.
If,
Oh no.
if only we could name the episode that, but YouTube won't
Don't
let it.
Don't fuck the rock.
Reggie, don't fuck the rock. Don't fuck the rock, baby.
Like Dwayne
I'm
Johnson.
I'm
You can
Rock
say
over.
frack. Don't frack the rock.
Yep.
Aren't you so glad you joined us, Emily?
I need to stop drinking water right now.
Oh no, everyone suddenly unsubscribed from us. I wonder why.
I don't blame them.
Weird.
Oh, and now we're banned on Twitch. I wonder why. Probably for,
Whoops.
you know, rock on rat. Sexy times. I return after
wait.
thoroughly cleansing and sanitizing inside my chest.
Yeah, the rest of you go inside the guild hall and like you're able to find a place to sit down and sort of find a meal for the night and introduce your friend here to Eliz and explain how that happened. And Eliz, this is the person that you saw when you grabbed that thread. You see that now that thread that runs from you runs to them and runs to the other people.
I don't want to explain it right now after that. I'm going to probably explain it at another time because Elise
Probably
feels
smart.
like Elise is reading the room, and maybe after talking to a rock, bringing down the mood like that might not be for the best.
Sure.
So yeah. Eventually Ram shows up looking very shiny.
I'm
Better.
shining.
Elise had a second thought too. I'll tell them while we're traveling so they can't run away and think that I'm crazy.
Well, it's a little too late for the second part, but
No.
They can't run away because I'm crazy.
there you go.
Ben says, "Don't be silly. We can't sub until the month is over. We are going to get our money's worth."
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Ben.
Are-
Yes, you
Are
are.
you sure it wouldn't be more worth? No, I'm just kidding.
You know, just get addicted now, and then we'll take your money every month.
Cute fantasy grounds.
Yeah, get rocked by our wonderful role playing.
Get out.
We need a pun jar.
We do.
Somehow.
Just a pun jar.
Pun jar.
But I
Anyway,
was broke.
Well, guess you can't pun.
so after dinner, I'm assuming you guys throw whoever's in your room out
Yep.
like usual.
Yep.
Push the beds together again. And you
Why do they keep
sort of
putting the beds
explain-
back? Like, that's just so stupid. We're right here.
Maybe we should talk to someone and be like, this is how it is. Stop.
stay out of our room.
Stay out of my room, Mom.
I turned to Keela. Am I pronouncing it right? I just want to make sure that I'm not pronouncing it wrong.
Oh, me?
Wait, who are we talking about?
Your character, Keela? Is that how you pronounce it based on the chat that I saw, or am I completely?
Oh no, I'm Karani.
Karani. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm probably
Eli's my Monday character.
That is definitely wrong.
It's spelled fantasy ways.
Yes. Okay. I say, so do you want to engage in the new party ritual of snuggling?
Oh man, that sentence could have
Sure.
gone weird. So many points.
No, no.
I'm pretty sure it was weird. Regardless.
No,
Okay. Alright, that's fair.
there's nothing wrong with a bit of platonic snuggling.
I'm
Don't make it weird.
Introduced it as the cuddle puddle, so it's not any worse.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Aster just pokes her head out. She's like, I do not participate in that.
And then she goes back under the bed.
With
her
one
eyes
with
open.
one foot sticking out.
With one foot though, yeah, she shuffles around and just boop. 1 foot.
1 foot.
The rest of y'all pile on the beds that are pushed together and are able to fall asleep.
Do you want to be the big spoon or the little spoon?
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm just thinking
Fair
back
response.
earlier in the day when I received so much hatred for being tall.
Don't worry, I don't sleep.
I could just like plop down in the middle, and I'm fuzzy, so feel free to snuggle in, I suppose.
We snuggle.
It's fine. I just stay awake all night knitting. Being short.
You cannot complain about shortness, my dear.
You just hear from under the bed.
Wow, I've never heard her use that accent. You must be really mad.
Oh, canon. Aster has accents when she's dreaming, but no one knows because she doesn't have eyelids. So you don't know when she's asleep or awake.
That tracks. That tracks.
Uh,
I like that.
We
So,
sleep.
yeah. You go to sleep, and as the night sort of wears on, Kirani, you fall into sort of a. It's not necessarily an uneasy sleep, but you're not used to so much noise from the city, for one, because where you're from is very quiet. And you're used to, like, your family sort of being spread out all around you, so it helps to have these people nearby. Even Ram muttering to herself as she knits.
Carolyn.
And
knit
yes, all night long. And as you sort of fall into like dreams, you dream of a bright sun that slowly unfurls into the shape of a winged woman with flowing hair and glowing eyes. And her voice is soft and echoey, and as though as you listen, it sounds like you're listening from a great distance. The way her voice is sort of soft and ethereal in nature, but the words still meet you clearly. And she says, "The path to redemption and peace is not an easy one to walk. Be steadfast in your convictions, and a life may yet be spared in the end."
Ooh.
And as you sort of look at her, she kind of just nods very, very regally at you, and you sort of wake up, and like you kind of jerk awake a little bit from the dream, and Ram is still there muttering to themselves. And like Ram, you see Kireni, when they fell asleep, they kind of were very tense in their dreams, and then sort of a almost peaceful look sort of washed over their face as their dream sort of ended, and she kind of wakes up and looks around and sees you.
You didn't pee the bed, did you?
No. Although, how do you get out of a cuddle pile when you have to go to the bathroom?
Oh, so you do have to pee, but you don't have. Okay. Normally, because they're so much smaller, you just pick them up and move them.
Oh. Sure. I'll just kind of like...
Yeah, you just sort of like roll Eliz onto her side so you can get out.
And I'll do whatever, but
I
thinking about the dream I just had.
I start drooling on the pillow instead of drooling on you.
Sure. Makes sense. Sure.
Yeah, the rest of the night goes by uneventful. You're able to get your long rest in, and you wake up the next morning. There's food downstairs if you would like it. Fuck you, Fantasy Grounds. We are not friends.
But we could be. No, I lied. That's a lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yes.
Well, since I don't eat, I'm just going to keep knitting, I guess. I'll sit with everybody, but like I'm just...
Okay. So yeah, the day is yours. What would you yahoos like to do?
Find Bob.
So back to that rock. I'm just kidding. Let's do something real.
Well,
I investigate my
You can
chest.
spend the entire
cavity.
session talking about rocks if you really want.
Not just rocks. Rock sex.
Yeah. Why not?
Because that would end up being boring.
Really fast.
Maybe.
Let's see. What?
Well, we have a potential audience with the Queen. It's not, I mean, it's kind of far, but it's not as far as other things we have to do, and we can stop and do things on the way. Maybe we should do that.
That sounds good to me.
Sure.
We can tell the Queen how useless her shit is.
That's a good point. This place
No,
is
no,
run poorly.
We'll say it nicely with good words.
How do you do that? That would make it a lie, wouldn't it?
No,
I don't lie.
You're telling the truth, but covertly. It's not a lie. They call it you just have to be subtle.
I don't do subtle. It's a waste of time.
I don't do subtle either. I'm not very good at it.
You can learn.
Uh,
Are you doubting your own abilities?
Yes.
I believe in you.
That's really nice and all, but I'm not very charismatic or diplomatic.
I literally, I don't know, if I were to put it on a stat chart, I would literally have negative charisma, just saying.
Well, you can't say that you're bad at it when you don't try to improve. That's just very defeatist.
Oh no, I accept it.
No, but aren't we all trying to get better? Like, I'm not lying and stuff. I would always think that I was some sort of a swindler, I say, and put one foot up on my chair, like, being very gay. And
Apparently, that means you're gay.
if you simply you're gay, I'm sorry to
It's a
say.
thing.
You either have
So-
ADHD, you're gay, or you're both. There's no.
Yes.
I'm sorry for speaking.
And
the
you
truth.
can't ever sit in a chair correctly if you're.
ADHD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, posture check. Kidding. But, Aurora. Fuck.
Who's a roar?
No, Elise says.
You gotta stop playing so many gay characters. You're getting them confused.
Gay,
no-
white-haired, skinny, twink, boyish characters.
Well, Atlas is thick boy, and he's not
That's
a twink.
fair.
He does
That's
have white hair though.
Well, white hair.
Yes,
and a,
all my
and a
characters
himbo.
have white hair. So Elise goes, I think that we are all working on improvement. And that is a good thing, because if not, I don't think that we would be such friends that we are now.
I mean,
That's a
you're
fair
not
point.
wrong, but there's a difference between not being good at something and improving on it, and just being fucking terrible at something. And let's be honest, diplomacy is not my strong suit. I lead with my fist.
And fire.
I still think that you can at least observe a different way of speaking, even if you don't use it all the time, but let's just say at another time, almost in another life, you could say, I wouldn't have been as honest as I was now, nor would I have cared enough to tell you that I feel this way and that I see your potential.
Why do you have to bring feelings into it?
Because
That's
I
what we
haven't felt feelings in a long time.
Really offensive to me.
I'm sorry.
It's not actually.
I
I'm
was-
the only one that's actually in touch with my.
Yeah, you're the only one. Yeah, you're the only one. that feels.
That's why I'm working on it.
Alright, I hear you. I do appreciate that you are lying less, so I can try to not be blunt, but subtle.
I turn to Karuna and I say, we work things out here.
Great. And in the back of my head, I'm like, these people really need my help.
I imagine it's like a Parks and Rec
Whoa.
moment where you turn to the
It's very much like a Jim Halpert look at the camera, like,
As you're all sitting around eating breakfast and Ram is knitting, Talia approaches and she holds out a note to Ram and she says, Ram, you have a note from Bilphis.
Okay. Thank you.
And she kind of wanders off again.
I feel like I need to pay her when she does that, but she said no last time. Open the note.
So in very, very horrible handwriting, it says, please come to the shop as soon as possible. Bilphis.
No thanks.
I don't trust him.
The last time I went, there was a warforged there, and he connected with my brain.
oh yeah.
I don't.
That's not untrue.
Was there consent?
No, it just kind of happened, but
I don't like
given
him.
how we were created, it kind of tracks.
Well, I don't like him. But if you need to see him, we can do that.
Even meet? Oh, I was like, you didn't even meet the other Warforged.
Oh, I meant.
He's
Yeah,
done
no.
before you got there.
She cannot like him because he
Made you upset?
unconsensualized my brain.
Okay. That is true.
That's a word.
Totally.
I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
You go.
You go, Glen Coco.
Yeah.
you go, Glen Coco. I need a shirt that says that. Oh man. Oh.
We'll get you one.
Ah.
Well, you guys come with me because I'm still like half convinced he's just waiting to like break me down for parts.
That's why I don't trust him. I don't want you ever going there without at least one of us. Sorry, that sounded
Possibly
demanding.
go wrong.
No, it's really sweet.
I don't blush.
I hold it in.
Hold on, I'm trying to like just will it in.
What's that face?
Roll me a Constitution save.
Oh no!
You just look like constipated or something.
I know. I'm just over here like. Oh,
Your little
God,
snake nostrils just are flaring.
God.
Sorry.
What episode was it that we discussed Warforged sexy times?
2 episodes ago.
Oh yeah, the Owlet and the plug.
Yep.
Yeah, the ports and then the rubbing of the ports together, and it was a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aster, you try to hold in your blush, it doesn't work.
What's wrong
Ram,
with
she
your
looks adorable.
face?
I don't. Oh, there's. I feel warm. I hate this. Oh, I hate this. I need a. Where's ice? Is there ice?
What's ice?
No, but there's like a water pitcher in front of you that you can dump on yourself if you want. Yeah, Aster just sticks her head in the water pitcher.
Why are you teabagging again?
Oh, right.
Wow.
Take a second.
Yes.
Oh, what is this campaign?
I'm gonna just go, guys. I'm gonna just go. It's fine.
Thanks for
Oh.
It's been great.
That's so good.
Peace.
So glad you could join it.
Last line in character. Why are you teabagging again? Perfect. What's wrong with your face?
Mm. I don't know. It was really weird. It felt like it was on fire. I
You
had to
aren't
put it
on
out.
fire.
Maybe I'm feeling sick.
Reach over and try to like check her
Make a
temperature.
medicine check.
Bang.
Clunk.
Okay, that feels better. Medicine check.
Hey, 17.
Nicely done.
Whatever it was that caused this was not. Somewhere inside of you, it was adorable.
Hmm. I see.
Am I dying?
No. You do suffer from a lack of hugs, though.
Oh, I think that's actually why I'm doing just fine lately.
But you're not. You had a temperature.
Oh,
Ram is quite cold, considering.
yeah. That feels nice. All right, let's go to Balfus or whatever his name.
And they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god.
Warforged. Annie on tea sitting in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they ain't gay.
Oh my god.
That's excellent.
Well, let's go see Belfast and hopefully he doesn't like take a crowbar to my innards.
Let's go see Buttface.
Yeah.
Buttface.
Absolutely nothing but nice to you guys, too.
Questionable.
His name is not Buttface.
Questionable. Nope. Nope.
No, Total sus.
Nope. All right, we go.
All right, so you trek across town to Bilphus's shop, and there's a piece of canvas over the front window now, because the window is not there anymore.
Uh,
How
I
did
wonder who
that
did
happen?
that.
As I like open the door and just
Like how he's rearranging the place.
don't lie. You
it
know
was my fault. I
Yeah.
broke the window.
That's better. Good job.
You open the door, and Bilphus is once again standing on his work table because he's 2.5 feet tall, and he's just putting the finishing touches on a project. And as you kind of walk in, he looks up at you with those huge goggle eyes and blinks at you, and
Oh,
he's like, "Oh, welcome, welcome." And as you walk in, you can see he's got these, like, he looks like shit. Like he has not slept since you left. And he's got these little white patches just kind of all over the place. And
is it cocaine?
he looks like he's like just super hyper.
It's cocaine.
And it's cocaine, yeah, it's cocaine.
Confirmed.
As you sort of like get closer, you can see on the like work table in front of him is a pair of mechanical legs.
Oh my
He's
god.
got legs.
And he looks at you, Ram, and he
Oh,
says, "I figured it out.
no.
Okay.
You said you wanted to be taller."
Yeah.
He goes through and he explains that if you want to, he will swap your legs that you have now for the ones that are on this table in front of him that look a lot like yours now, but there's a little extra to them. And he tells you, so if you switch to these legs, they extend the 8 inches that you requested. However, there's a trade-off. You gain advantage on intimidation checks while your legs are extended, but you gain disadvantage on attack rolls while they are extended. If you put them back in like normal mode, it's standard.
Does it take a long time to switch back and forth?
Takes an action. You're welcome.
Yeah, let's do it. I like
I
hop
want
up
to
onto
ag-
the table.
I'm
Start
ready.
like unloading my leg chassis.
Yeah, basically he made sure to like put in the same amount of like pocket space in your legs in your new ones that he did that you had in your old ones. So your carrying capacity doesn't change.
That's awesome.
You also have an extra compartment in your left foot.
What's that one for?
He opens it up and it's full of seeds for Reggie.
Okay, Belfast.
He's making
Closes
me
it.
way suspicious right now.
Thanks.
And then he
Belfast.
spends the next 45 minutes changing your legs out.
As soon as one's on, I'm like testing it, extending it, putting it back in, extending it, putting it back in, just over and
Yeah,
over,
it's,
over and over.
it
and over.
takes a little bit for you to kind of like get used to like how to extend it and stuff. Like the first time you send your foot out to extend it, it flies past Bilphus's head and almost knocks him out
Sorry.
because you do it a little fast, and he's just like easy. And like as gets up close to you, you can see that these little patches that he's got on, they're like caffeine patches.
Coke.
You now understand why he had so many coffee cans.
Oh, okay.
Gonna die.
Are you okay, Belfast?
He looks at you and like twitches a little bit. I'm fine.
What's
Should
your
he
favorite
be-
color right now?
Same.
Right now.
Right now, brown. I need more coffee.
No, I think you're
Uh,
good. Just finish putting this on, and you can go to bed, and I'll pay you for your efforts and time.
He like goes back to work and gets your other leg attached.
Thanks,
And
Elvis.
you have extendo legs.
Extendo legs.
Extendo legs.
Because you literally scared the crap out of him the last time you were in here. There's still stuff just everywhere on the one side of the store. It actually looks like he's added to the amount of shit that has been thrown around in here because he's been working so hard.
You know, you can
Just-
recycle coffee cans.
That's a good idea. I'll get on that.
Okay, but first you're gonna take these off. And I like pull off one of the patches. And
Okay.
you're gonna go to sleep.
I don't need sleep. I'm
Yes,
good.
you do, because if
Each
you
one of
don't,
these
your heart
patches
is
is the
going to
equivalent of
explode.
12 cups of coffee.
Why is that a
Can-
bad thing?
Your
Can
heart
I-
exploding is a bad thing.
Can I cast lesser restoration on him so he'll fall asleep or remove the poison or whatever?
I just start
Sure.
picking off the patches.
Yeah, as you pull off the patches, Kirani comes over and just kind of casts lesser restoration on him, and he passes the fuck out on his desk. Just in like a little tiny ball, he's snoring away, holding a screwdriver while he's just like,
You know, if Robin was here, this would be the perfect moment to totally rob this place. Just saying.
Robin abandoned us.
Ooh.
Well, I wouldn't call it abandonment.
I would, because I'm codependent.
Okay, that makes sense for you.
So, I leave like 20 gold on Bilphus's desk, and I cut off about 10 feet of scarf and just kind of like wrap it around him so he's warm while he sleeps off his caffeine nonsense.
yeah, he told you that each one of those patches has the equivalent of 12 cups of coffee, and he had at least 5 that you could find.
Oh my god.
I'm not going under his clothes to find more, but
We shouldn't do that.
his heart's gonna explode. We're
He's
gonna come
2.5
back
feet
and
tall.
Bilphus will be dead.
Well, I've seen sadder things. Let's move on.
Okay. I get outside and extendo legs, walking around, taller than Curie.
Or, yeah, 2 inches taller than Kirini now.
Yeah. I feel much better about myself.
Aster, you are very high up now.
Mm. Wow.
Are you okay?
What? Me? I'm
Yeah.
fine. We're out of that place. What did you do with your old legs?
I just left them there. I don't need them. He's
Yeah,
got
just
lots
leave
of
your old
Warforged
legs.
parts in there. It's not going to make a difference if I leave my old legs there.
That's kind of disconcerting, isn't it?
What?
That he has legs everywhere.
Well, he's got different Warforged parts, which doesn't surprise me, honestly, after all I've discovered.
I don't know. I still find that kind of weird.
Yeah,
It's not
play
like
on
they
that.
rot.
I mean, never. It's okay.
Should I go back and get them? I mean, I don't know what I would do with them.
No, you don't have to get them. I was just. Maybe it's me being ethnocentric, or the half elf version of that.
I don't know what you mean.
It's okay.
I mean, I've had a part or two replaced before. I was in a war. Eh. Came with the territory.
It's just that, you know, us fleshy folks, it's a little different having to get something replaced. Like,
Us fleshy folks.
yeah, I mean, this happened last time I died, and are we in public or where are we right now?
Walking down
Right
Main
now,
Street.
Bill.
In public?
We shouldn't
This
be in
happened
public.
last time.
Yeah, it
Oh,
did.
there's a cat now. I poke at my chest and the stone glows faintly.
But you're not dead.
Exactly, that's why I have this. Probably, I don't really know. It's a long story. By the way, I have a bunch of stuff to tell you all later. Why I was missing and you guys weren't looking for me.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought you were having sex.
I don't have sex all the time. I wish.
I mean, you were for a while there.
I mean, yeah, it's a fair assumption.
Look,
No judgment. I mean, if I could just lay around and have sex all the time, that'd be great. But then I would get bored.
There's a lot to unpack here.
I was just gonna say, Aster's like, Anyways. Well, I guess we should go meet this important lady person thing.
Yeah,
Is that our next thing?
yeah, we were heading to thing with the other thing.
So you have to go speak to Captain Amaya before you can.
Oh, is there
She's
a
gonna give
clothing
you
shop
the-
nearby?
Yes.
Okay. If we pass by one, Aster's gonna like grab Ram's head and like turn it towards that way and be
Whoa.
like, I wanna go in there. Whoa!
Okay, you could have just asked and pointed, not manipulated my head.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah,
It was
there,
That's okay.
reaction.
not that far from where you are, is a place called Tierna's Satchel, which is a clothing store that you're able to find whatever it is that you're looking for.
Gloves.
Gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
said bugs. It's like,
If there's bugs here,
Nah, I
then
find
that's
those in the
fine.
wild.
lots of bugs.
I am also gonna do arcane awareness while we're in here,
Mm.
and I will drop down 8 inches because it'll be easier to move in the store.
You wouldn't fit through the door.
I was gonna say,
I didn't realize you were 7'10".
With the extendos.
Holy cow.
extendo.
So you're 4 inches taller than me with those.
Even better. I have one job on this stupid ship,
And it's
and
being
I'm gonna
tall.
do it.
I love that this caused such an identity crisis that I had to make up go-go gadget legs for your character.
Go, gadget. Fuck yourself.
Okay, but tell me I'm wrong, because we have a Warforged Juggernaut who is meant to be the biggest and the baddest and the meanest. And all of a sudden this like hippie appears out of nowhere and is taller.
Being all taller than me.
Terrible,
Damn,
dirty
hippies.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, you do you, boo. It's fine.
The
I knew it was going to be a
audacity
problem.
of
As soon as she
calling.
told me how tall she was, I knew it was going to be a problem, so it's fine.
And it was.
I've been
Excellent.
coming up with a solution for this for a week and a half now.
I mean, if we're gonna have like inter-party conflict, I'm okay with that being it.
Yeah. Anyways, so you enter Tierna's satchel, and it is here's my stupid notes here. I'm losing my shit. So this is run by run by an Earth Genasi female, and she's got, so instead of hair, she has, they look like long rows of gemstones for hair.
That's so cool.
That is so
And
cool.
she's got like dark sort of dark brown skin that looks almost like stone in complexion, and she has very bright, beautiful jade-colored eyes. And she kind of looks at all of you and she smiles softly and she says, "Welcome. How may I help you?"
Book of Secrets.
Okay.
What?
You did
What?
it. Oh, have you not done that for Kurena?
No,
Rainy?
she did
Great,
not,
Rainy.
and you cannot now because you've met her.
I was a little preoccupied with the tall hippie.
So
My
Really?
best friend
Kurani gets to keep her
abandoning
secret.
me.
Well,
Yes. Kurani gets to keep her secret. Because,
boo.
yeah,
That's fine.
that is
Wasn't-
that is what the book says, okay? That is what the directions in the book said. It is the first time you meet somebody. You didn't do it, so
I did not, because I was distracted.
yes, you were having a crisis. It's okay.
Jeez, Pog.
You can send it to me later. It doesn't have to be right.
Okay.
Unless it's
So, yeah,
something
you-
that is relevant.
No, it's just ADHD
that's-
brain's gonna forget.
Okay. So I'll send you a
Um,
message.
Okay. She greets all of you and is there anything in particular I can help you find?
Gloves.
Of course, I've got plenty. And she sort of takes you over to like where she's got like a display of gloves. And they're very, very nice gloves. They're like, you can pick from a range of like leather gloves with beading on them to like silk gloves. It's up to you.
Are there any that look leafy?
Yeah, there's a pair of very pretty looking like leather gloves that have sort of on the back of them there's an ivy design sort of stitched into them with like green beads.
Are there any
Ooh,
made of
what's this?
snakeskin?
Or alligator skin.
Or
That would be
any
good,
skin?
too. Well, leather
That's
is skin.
Like reptile-y or amphibian-y or...
Not any skin. We're gonna get something horrible.
I remember that Elise
Humans.
chooses not to talk about the tattoo that I just remembered that they were.
Oh,
Yeah, we have that in the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, we have people's skin with tattoos on them.
I have a
that
couple of them in there, I think.
We?
That was all you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a pair of they actually look like they would match your scale tone almost. They are sort of that like brown and darker brown sort of snake skin pattern. And there is on the back of them there is what looks to be a lotus blossom stitched in.
Those. Yeah, these ones.
Okay. So yeah, she tells you for 15 silver, they would be available.
I buy them.
Oh. I have enough gold. You don't have to do that.
It's okay. You're up there. I'm down here. It's easier.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
I don't need them, but they make you
No.
feel better.
They do. They will.
Remind me to tell
Immediately-
you about my scars.
You have scars?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to know
We not
how
s-
you got those scars?
Have we seen these?
my mother.
Are they like outward? Oh.
You just maybe didn't realize it because it's metal.
Hmm.
You're okay. I'll pay for them. And was there anything with the arcane awareness?
So you got one ping.
Okay.
That is you get it from like a cloak nearby that it gives you the School of Magic, right? On your
Mhm.
Let me look at the item. I'll send it to you
Okay.
when I know for sure, because I don't know off the top of my head. I have to
Sure.
look. Just give me 1 second here.
Yeah, of course.
While we're in here, what kind of styles attract each character? Like, what do they lean towards? What's their like? What are their styles?
Yes, please
Those
discuss. I need a
individuals.
moment.
I think
What is it?
Rainey's like looking at scarves to like tie one in her hair or something. Because she's never really been around like anything super fancy. It's all been very like natural stuff out in the woods. So she's looking for fancy stuff, probably in like reds and
You can
golds.
do it,
And
fancy.
I look like a yoga instructor you'd pay for at a very expensive resort.
So like Lululemons and
yeah.
like the sports bra.
Adidas track shoes, yeah.
Yeah. Towel around the neck and a water bottle, even though you have not worked out in like 4 hours.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's exactly. Just got back from
Or
the
ever,
butler.
maybe.
And one of those like headphone sets so that you can lead the aerobics class
Come
or like
on,
the
ladies.
spin
Oh, yes.
class.
Come on, everybody, get into it. No,
Just 50 more.
Everyone's
you
like,
said that 50 times ago.
Right? So many lies.
Maybe.
So many lies.
Doesn't fucking say on here.
What does everybody else lean to? I lean towards the cloak, and not because it's magical, but because it's pretty much the only article of clothing that I wear.
You're a nudist.
I am a nudist.
Yeah. Acceptable.
Say conjuration because I don't know. Because it doesn't specify, so.
Does it create anything or make them disappear?
No. So, never mind. I lied. It's enchantment because I'm dumb and I know what I'm doing.
Okay. I want it.
I want this.
You're gonna be disappointed.
That's fine. I don't care.
Alright, so for 25 gold, you can buy this cloak.
I will buy this cloak.
Fancy.
The Warforged that I know from home, have
Mhm.
they ever done any kind of like body modifications like engravings or anything like that?
Yeah, Case is covered in them. He's covered in like he's done like vine patterns and just very like nature looking things to himself while he's been in the village. He was there before you were born, but he's like just as the years have gone on, he's sort of modified himself as the years go on.
Okay.
And every Warforged has a plate on their forehead. That's like their... It's not a nameplate, but it's like their soul mark.
Oh,
Your serial
interesting.
number.
Yeah. And Case's his looks very much like it's like a downward facing arrowhead with
He's the
Almost-
Avatar!
Calm down.
Anyways.
Settle.
No. Okay.
so it's like a downward facing arrowhead with what looks to be like a swirl.
Okay. I guess like I was just Because you were talking about you only wear like one thing for clothing, and I was like,
A loincloth.
how does a warforged
I just wear a big red
individualize? Oh, okay.
that I stole
Oh.
Naturally.
So before it was just
Fantasy
nothing.
grounds. Just
after
fucking let me
murdering
do
everybody
this,
that
okay?
lived in the mansion. They deserved it. They were good people.
Do you actually say that out loud?
Yes.
None of y'all fucking knew that.
Which part did you? All of that, or just the part where you said
I
they
don't
deserved
really
that
have
they
an
weren't
inner
good people?
monologue, so pretty much everything that I think comes out of my face.
And I greatly appreciate that. Everyone should
Like
do
a
that.
record scratching noise, like we all turned to look.
Everyone just.
Oh,
To be
anyway.
fair, they deserved it.
Okay,
Dump
I'm
that into
convinced.
your inventory.
Oh my.
Are we still at the store? Or did I just miss that because I've been eating rice?
I think we're still at the store.
Okay. I want to try to buy a gift for the queen lady.
Mm.
A nice tablecloth.
Is it in there or not? What the fuck?
I turn to the party and I say, nothing works like bribes when getting what you want.
Well, what about threats? Those are pretty
That
effective.
also works, but this is for royalty, so I would prefer not to threaten her.
I
Threatening
feel like those are the ones
bribes.
to threat. But that's. Oh, that's right. We're being nice and subtle.
Okay, how do I give you this item? Do I just put it?
You just drag and drop
Did it
onto my...
go?
It shared it to me, but it isn't on my inventory, so you can just drag and drop the shield onto my inventory.
That's what I tried to do, and it didn't fucking do it because Fantasy Grounds hates me.
Is it red?
No. No, Fantasy Grounds is just freaking out.
Oh, okay. So it is red.
So when it stops doing that,
So
oh, in color, sure, it can be red. It can. That's what attracted you to it, is that it is like,
Oh.
I killed my husband red.
Ooh.
I just got
That's
booted.
my favorite kind of red.
That is absolutely my favorite kind of red.
What other reds are there?
I murdered an entire family for this cloak.
Lannister red.
There it is.
Yep. Oh, that fits.
Alright, fuck you.
Alright, well, we can take a quick break, and while Fantasy
Well,
Grounds
Fantasy
sorts
Grounds
its
freaked
shit
out.
out, and we'll be right back.
Give me a long break.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
Hi. Hello.
we're all alive, sort of.
I mean,
Maybe on the outside.
I forgot to heat my food up.
Oh no.
I'll just leave it for now.
you
Work
have to
together really
identify
fast.
that, by the way, boss.
God damn it.
I'll wait before I move it off the party sheet.
I did that, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
There, now it should be okay. Have fun with that.
Ah. Nice. You gotta love those.
And it did add
The
like
last
2
time
of
I
them.
ran this campaign. Oh, okay. Last time I ran this campaign, our gunslinger had that item. His name was Squint Westwood, and yeah, it was. He's the reason that every creature had an extra 200 hit points.
Ooh.
Because gunslingers are ridiculous. I learned very fast.
When they work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they hit stuff. But he did pretty good. He was usually on top of stuff, so his rolls were okay. So anyways, you bought a cloak, you bought some gloves, you learned a secret. Is there anything that anybody else would like to do while you're here?
Hold on, I have a chip in my mouth.
I'm gonna get a scarf.
I
But-
want to buy something
I will
for the
make you
queen.
a scarf.
What?
What do you think I've been knitting?
Oh, I was looking for like a silk.
Oh, fine. Wool's not good enough for you. I see how it is.
Ram.
Here we go.
Half of her clothing is knitted.
Yeah.
How can you turn this party around?
I would like to buy a gift for the queen, so something that looks either very unique to the area or something opulent looking that I.
You need an investigation check.
A what kind of check?
An investigation, as you're kind of looking around.
Did Fantasy Grounds open back up or no?
I think so.
Okay. Let me
I don't know. It never kicks me out. It just kicks you guys out. So I don't know.
Hold on.
Oh,
Until
really?
then, I will roll a d20. On like a Google window because I don't have my dice down today. Here, they're upstairs still. Okay, I will roll.
Yeah, at this point, y'all should just keep physical dice close by because.
Okay,
I
I rolled
put
an
dice everywhere.
I rolled an 18.
An 18. Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty.
So you find, as you're sort of looking around, you find a very pretty looking, it's like it's similar to what Kirani's looking at, where like it's like a long headscarf, and I forget what the proper term is for those, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. Not necessarily a hijab, but it's where it covers most of your head.
Isn't that it?
And is it? I'm not entirely sure, and I would not know.
Double check, but I think so.
But it's got very fine. So it's yellow, like sunflower yellow, and it's got very pretty beadwork along the hem to sort of give it that weight to keep it in place.
It's a hijab.
Is it? Okay. I didn't want to say the wrong thing, so. And it's very beautiful. It looks like it was handmade. Hand beaded.
I go up to the shopkeep. And I
Okay,
go,
yeah.
excuse me, how much for this?
Tierna she takes it from you gently and she looks at it and she says, for this, 20 silver.
Okay, I will buy it. Why does it say that I only have 6 copper on my sheet?
Oh, well, you should have way more than that.
Yeah, I had like 50 gold last time, and like.
Well,
what
and also
happened?
you guys got paid for bringing in Reza.
Yeah,
I
what?
think that's still sitting in the party sheet though.
We'll try to figure out how much gold I should have. Because I don't think I only have 6 copper, but.
No, because you got paid for the contracts too.
Yeah, so I will offer the 20 silver.
Okay, yeah.
It totally exists, I promise.
You should have had 179 gold from the contracts themselves. And then
Okay.
it depends on how you split that up, but if you split it after Robin left, you each should have 200 gold besides Kirani.
Okay, I'll just, yeah. So, we'll figure that out later. But, yeah, I spend the 20 silver on that. And I also see if they have any, like, shirts. Do they have any, like, thicker shirts that would cover up my stone better?
Yeah, they've got like, homespun kind of shirts and things that are either like wool or thicker cotton. You could easily find a shirt.
Oh,
You totally get the keyhole. That's all. You totally show it off.
Yeah.
Great. Be like, look at it.
Not for cleave, it's for the stone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kirani,
Yeah.
as you're sort of looking around, is there a particular color that you would like?
No, I don't think I want a shirt actually. I want to find something for my girlfriend.
Okay. We'll get there
And
in a
my
sec.
mom. Which I don't think I've told you about yet, but I want to find something for my girlfriend and my mom.
Okay, well, let me know what it is that you're looking for them. And Kirani,
For Rayla, is there like, is there like a cute like, what is it called? Like
negligee?
No, not that. Like an ascot, I think it's called.
Assless chaps?
No.
Kitty!
Yeah,
around their neck?
Fred has in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, sure, you can find an ascot.
Yeah, and then for my mom, could I get her like a shawl?
Sure.
And then
We'll say 5 silver for both of them together.
Okay. And then for
Kirani, what kind of scarf are you looking for?
Just like one of those little silk ones that you like Rosie the Riveter kind of scarf
yeah.
around your hair or whatever.
Yeah, easy enough.
Yeah.
What particular color?
Yellow or red, probably.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. There's actually, so as you're kind of looking through, you find one that is, looks like it's like hand-dyed silk. And so here in Wisconsin, we have these things called Indian paintbrushes. I don't know if you have them. Sometimes they're called foxglove, or not foxglove, boxweed or hawkweed. And it's like a bright sort of reddish orange color, and this scarf has those sort of printed on it, like hand dyed onto it.
Awesome. I'm getting that.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. 5 silver.
Contribution to the sounding is apricot flavored underwear.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hey.
Thank you, Daddy.
Thanks, Ben.
I just remembered Eliz should have 6 copper because when we went to the curio shop, they literally couldn't afford anything.
Yeah, but you got paid after that.
I know, that's why it was marked like that, but now I have 200 gold, so I'm going to subtract 30.
Okay.
So just 3 gold. I'm so good at math, y'all.
You should have more. You should have more than that, because you should have 179 from the contracts themselves, and then if you split it up between the 4 of you, you should have another 200 on top of that.
Okay. I'm so rich.
Another 200?
Yeah, because you guys got paid 800 gold for bringing in Reza. It's just sitting in the party sheet.
Oh.
Alright, well, send it out.
So I don't know how to do that.
On the party sheet, there should be a like where there's the top boxes and then the bottom boxes.
Okay.
Hit the box that points down beside the cache or under the cache.
Not
Hog
doing
gonna
anything.
buy
Lindsay's
anything?
not doing anything.
Are you gonna join us in our shopping spree?
I need nothing
Freaking thing, dude.
but the trees and the earth. I don't know.
Fair.
Fancy like fist wraps.
Fancy fist
I see
trap.
where it says distribute
Ooh.
assignments and coins, but it's not doing anything.
Might be because of fantasy ground.
Get some wraps to match your frills.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Oh,
Look really-
you have to put us into the
No one
party
will see me
sheet.
coming with bright orange.
Oh, okay.
Pop, pop, pop.
Now Fantasy Grounds is gonna freak out.
Probably.
Sure.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Fancy ground.
Pog, buy something.
I will
Peer
get-
pressure. Peer pressure.
I'll get the fist wraps that match my frills. If there's
Yeah.
an orange one.
Yeah, orange
Yes.
straps. Yeah.
The
So when
most.
I'm
Easy nut.
touching things, I just see like these orange like.
I like.
Amazing.
Okay. Now let's see if this works.
What is everybody's like color scheme for the most part?
I'm blue and orange.
I have no idea
On
what the
my
hell that
body.
just did.
It sent it out to us.
Like.
Did it? Okay.
And now you just
oh.
need to add Kurani to party sheet as well.
Okay. I've never used that function before, so
Journey,
the
it's
more you
a
know. Alright, so yeah.
Pog's
Now you
getting
guys should
orange
have it.
fist wraps.
Okay, so yeah, for like 5 silver,
Okay.
you're able to get some pretty good looking fist wraps.
Pretty
Nice.
nice.
Now I'm gonna have to remember all this crap when I draw you guys.
Your list is gonna be like this. Big
Gotta
one
have like
day.
yeah. We need a new look every time there's like a new arc at least.
Oh shit, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Well, you
But
guys
yeah,
just
that's a
started out
fur
too,
hat.
so
Well, I got a cloak of billowing, so I look fucking epic.
And you got new legs. New legs do this.
you got new legs.
And new legs.
And that's true. That's yes.
Just picture like really sexy legs.
Lieutenant
for some
Dan.
reason.
Yeah, like super like wah-wah-voom.
Bilkus was like so high on caffeine. There were questions asked that nobody should have asked.
When you walk out, everyone's like, woo woo.
Like wedge heels. That's where you get the height.
Now we know why he's got so many parts.
Now you have more like a sachet to your walk.
Walk
I
a
don't like
sim.
that.
Such a weird thought.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Oh,
No judgment.
while we're one last thing. While we're here, Eliz wants to buy a blindfold. Not for that, it's for if we
Sure.
can
Ah.
tie them up.
That's right. You needed something for your girlfriend.
No, I already got something for her.
You can get her more than one thing.
I could. I mean, I have like a lot of gold, but
Yeah,
I have to carry it.
it's a piece of fabric.
Or wear it.
Okay, I take my I like flex my punny little arm. It's like pale and like you can like see the veins under it. Like it is not a healthy looking arm.
It's like that cartoon where they like do it and then it just instead of goes up.
Yes, that is Eliz.
Oh, Elise.
So you say charisma's in your thing. Strength isn't exactly my thing, but you still see me carrying this heavy sack on my back.
Well, I again, it's a piece of fabric, not seducing the queen of the entire nation. So
Well, you don't know how many things of fabric I have in my bulging heavy sack.
how many things of fabric do you have in your bulging heavy sack?
I open my bulging heavy sack and I look inside of it.
How many
Oh,
times are
no.
we gonna say bulging heavy sack?
I also look into the bulging heavy sack.
Heavy.
There's at least 2 pieces of there's at least 3 pieces of 4 pieces of fabric in there now at least. And
Does
a
it
bind of
multiply
clothes.
like the rock?
Oh, I should get the rockin'
Does
outfit.
Eliz's bag look like the thing from Captain Amaya this week?
By the way, is there like a glasses case, like one of those little knit glasses cases?
Sure.
Okay, I buy that for my rock, and then for the baby rock, I'm trying to think what would be small enough.
A little tutu.
One of those like, little rattles.
What would be a little? Do you have
A
baby?
diaper.
Actually, a better idea. Do you have a set of adult socks and a set of baby socks?
Yes.
Okay, I buy both, and I give one sock to Ram, and I say, "This is for your Raleigh."
Oh, okay.
How much does
Yeah.
that cost, Artemis?
They have feet.
10 copper.
Okay, that's 1 silver.
I don't know. They're
So good,
freaking
yeah.
socks, dude.
Oh no, I got kicked out again.
I know.
Yeah, so did I.
It's not your
God,
fault.
Ben.
It's also my internet's terrible.
Do I want to know?
I'm a
Yes.
bowler, and I haven't heard anyone talk about their heavy sack this much.
I mean, that's not surprise.
As a former bowler, yes.
Wow.
Let's throw some balls, guys. Let's go.
I put
Falls out.
Karini's
Balls
color
out.
scheme. I put pictures of Karini in the chat.
Love her robes. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Oh. She's so pretty.
Aww.
She's like a deer person.
I literally used the picture you sent me to make that picture.
I
so-
know, but it's cool.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
That's what happens when I can't sleep at 2 in the morning.
Get it.
Yes.
All right. Anything else you yahoos want to buy, or
Eh.
okay?
Let's go see a queen.
A
What could
queen.
go wrong?
First, you have to go see Captain Amaya.
Let's go see
Let's
the
go see
captain
the
first.
captain. Yeah.
So you make your way to the magistrate building, and it's midday by now at this point because it took a little while to get your legs installed and then get used to walking on them and then all of this ridiculousness. You make your way to the magistrate building and are told to wait for a moment, and then you're led into Captain Amaya's work chamber, and she greets all of you, looks a little confusedly at Kirani, but doesn't question it too much.
Robin got really big.
No, it's
okay.
this is a new person.
It was a
I can
joke,
see that.
Aster.
Oh,
Do I look
Ah,
at all like Robin did?
No,
No.
Robin was the halfling.
Not even close.
yeah.
Amazing.
That's the joke.
I love it. Carry on.
She's sort of, oh, okay. How may I help you?
Queen.
Oh, you're
You're
okay. You would
queen.
like to go. She kind of reaches into a drawer, and pulls out a scroll, and she offers it to you, and she says, "This will This will gain you an audience with the king and queen. And
That was
she
easy.
hands you a sealed scroll that bears the so it bears a blue wax seal on it that has it so the royal family crest in Bohami is it is a silver cloud with a lightning bolt on a blue background. And it bears this seal.
So we just hand this to. What do we do
Show
with
this to the guards, and they will know what to do.
Oh, so don't open it right now.
No, take it. You.
Oh.
So you have a couple of options to get there. You can walk the day and a half or 2.5 days that'll take you to get there, or you can wait around for the airship to make it circuit again. Should be back in a few days' time.
Who's captaining that airship? Because we have met a captain that should not be a captain.
Aurelius is not piloting the ship anymore.
There was an ant on my desk, y'all.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Aw.
That's why I screamed. Thankfully, I had it on mute.
Oh god.
Heard me scream.
Are you okay? Oh,
Please say
buddy.
something.
They were afraid of bugs.
You need a minute?
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just have to clean up my desk because there's food on it.
Okay.
Not now.
And so yeah, you can either wait for the ship to come back around and it'll take a day to get to the capital, or you can walk there. It's sort of up to you, but you want to go to the you want to report to the Sterling Palace when you get there.
Well, we have horses, so I think we can just go horseback.
You have horses?
Yeah. They gave us
You
horses.
have 2 left.
Oh.
Well, we can just get another horse. And then double up.
I can be a horse.
For an hour.
I do not want that.
You could carry me for once.
You could get another horse and put it on you.
We're gonna take you to the old town road.
The horse ride.
Yes.
Not
because
gonna lie,
horses-
that's my favorite country song.
Horses should be able to ride other horses.
No, they shouldn't.
Confused.
Centaurs do not get to ride horses.
Love that.
Atlas.
Ah.
Anyways,
Let's just get another horse and go. Or another 2 horses.
Okay. We have to deal with less
Or a wagon.
random people.
You get a wagon and then hitch the 2 horses up to the wagon.
That makes more sense, I think, because then we can relax.
The horse does all the work.
Pretty much.
I mean, we can technically relax on an airship too, but
But the last time we went on an airship, it crashed.
also true. Let's go
Wait.
by horse.
Eliz, you can make me a history check.
What's wrong, Kirini?
We crashed. That's how we got here.
Technically, the forest creatures attacked us and then destroyed my aunt, and then the
Oh yeah,
ship
your
crashed.
Your aunt died.
I'm still sorry about your aunt. I hope she's doing better.
I hope so too.
It was so
You guys
sad.
literally saw the airship. Like, it's fine. It functions again.
Well, we didn't talk to the auntie, did we?
No, but
We
you
never
didn't talk
looked
to her the first
back.
time around.
Oh, is she not sentient? I came.
No.
No,
Oh.
we are.
I thought she was sentient this whole time.
No, it was literally just Ram talking to it.
Oh my god. Okay, that changes how I feel about
Yeah,
it.
no, our characters think that.
Okay.
As poor Emily
Yeah.
sits there going, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
There's
Well,
zero
'cause
intelligence in this group.
I don't think we are like my people didn't know where the crashed airship came from, right?
From the
Just
sky.
something-
So your people have a long history of knocking this airship the fuck out of the sky when it gets too close to the Briarheart.
I love that.
Hmm.
Just
So is it our fault?
There's one particular captain that gets a little too close to the Briarheart sometimes, and this is the third time now that he's done that, and you guys have knocked it out of the sky, and they were on it this last time when it crashed.
Hmm.
you-
Sorry
do you-
about that.
You vaguely remember Case and a few of the other village warriors calling for fighters when the skyship got a little too close to the border about 2 weeks ago.
May have
You-
been responsible for that particular crash.
It's either you were or you were not.
Well, I personally was not.
Captain Amaya goes, "Get the fuck out of my office."
That was rude
So-
and aggressive. I do not appreciate that. That is my friend you're speaking to.
Good day.
That's nice, I'm busy. Please leave.
I flip her desk and walk out.
Did she say that because I said that it was us, or did she say that because she was tired
No,
of
she
listening
says
to us
that
talk?
because she does not want to know.
Ah.
She does not want
Oh, okay.
details.
I don't flip her desk then.
You're like,
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'll
She's giving you the less I know, the better vibes.
It sounds
Plausible
like zero pressure.
deniability.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're not good at just not talking about illegal shit that we do.
Just out in the open.
There was this one time I burnt down a slave market.
This one time at band camp?
Oh,
That was
no.
also
Everyone
very
died.
illegal.
It's illegal.
You did a war crime at band camp.
So yeah, you go outside, and Kirani confesses that this may have been them.
Well,
You're from
So-
here? This area?
I'm from the forest over there, and the area that I'm from is we enjoy our privacy.
I understand that.
I can appreciate privacy.
My
I
family.
never had any. Cat butthole.
oh,
Sorry.
wait, what?
Oh
where is it?
no, there's an
Where is it?
ass
I
on
wanna
the
see
screen.
it.
And we're banned.
Show us the booty.
Oh,
He
I
wants my
missed
bits
it.
and bites.
Oh,
Well, we got its bits and bites.
Haha.
yikes!
Nice job, Luna. You got us banned from Twitch because of your butthole.
You mean this booty?
Here it comes again.
Show.
Taylor's never down. It's always up. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, that's Windsor too.
Siva is the
Everyone's his
same.
biggest fan. I
So,
thought you were Vince.
remind me to tell you about something after stream.
Okay.
It made me fucking laugh.
Mm.
Anyway. God damn it, Ben.
Hell, what did he say?
You never had any cat asshole?
Oh, everyone has if you've owned a cat. That cat asshole is on everything.
Yep.
Everywhere they sit.
Fun fact, when you have a
Direct
naked cat, it leaves a pucker
contact.
mark.
I don't like that. Why
Just
don't I
saying.
get to do that? I want to do that.
What, leave a pucker mark everywhere you sit?
Yeah. It's not
Like
fair.
marking your territory?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Some
Like,
sort of-
if I had eight, I had
That's
eight
right.
feet. So if
I
would
did
just
that.
Sit up and down, sit up and down, sit up and down.
I'm just gonna go.
And that's how you break a DM.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anywho. So,
to
you're-
the horses?
yeah, let's go buy a wagon and get a move on.
Little doggy, let's go.
Yeah. A town this size, you're able to find a place to buy a wagon, whatever it is in the PHB, if somebody has one handy.
35. I got it.
Let's.
Yeah, Ram's just like.
I don't eat. So supplies aren't really needed for me.
Also not. I'm not used to currency. I'm used to a bartering system, so this gold is kind of annoying.
Just think of it as you're bartering the gold away.
That's valid. That's pretty smart.
That's why Elise is here. We need someone with a lot of brains.
We need
Who
the logic
understands how
member.
money works.
Well, the thing is, let's just say that, you know, how you were talking about, like, imagining if there was, like, a number assigned to your intelligence. Mine would just be a straight, like, 10, aka 0.
Uh-oh.
Same with my wisdom. I just am socialized in this world. So I grew up needing money and clout.
My favorite things ever said on this stream was like session 2 when Aster goes, "Am I wise?" And you're the damn druid.
You should be. If you're not.
I mean, this is why I don't play spellcasters, man. They're hard. I just want to hit shit with my fist.
One of my favorite questions ever asked on this stream.
Am I wise? Oh no.
Wise.
I hope so.
I
But
can't
you're not.
relate to animals. I have no animal handling. I'm not very wise. What am I doing?
Being a druid.
It's
Vibing.
Yep, you're just vibing.
Yeah.
All right,
We hook
You
up
get
the
your wagon.
wagon to the horses. Get a move on.
All right. So yeah, you are able to, head out through the north gate, and head along the road. The road to Ebonbreak is pretty well traveled. There are other people on the road. You are able to make decent time for the afternoon. You will have to find a place to camp. You can try out your
Yeah.
new item.
New item.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, we find a place to camp, and I'm like, look at this really cool thing that I have.
Hi,
Nice.
Twitch.
What is it?
I pull off this pouch from my hip, and I hold it out, and I press a button on it. Well, it's a rune.
As you look at the back of it, it says "Do not aim at face."
Oh, poof.
Ugh!
Why would it say that?
And then out of the pouch appears one large tent, 2 smaller tents, a campfire with wooden seats around it. And there's also like a gleaming shield type thing around it because it has tiny hut on it.
Ooh.
Convenient.
It's very cool. Can't show. Oh wait, there it is. I shared it. I don't know if you can open it. I don't sleep or eat, but I figured you guys could use it.
Well, thank you. That was very generous. Are you sure you just don't want to sit and hang out?
Well, yeah, I'll still sit and hang out. I just,
Good. I was gonna be like, you're just gonna be out here in the cold by yourself.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm just gonna
okay.
sit out here and be like a sad robot in the rain.
Oh, that sounds
Cool.
so pleasant.
The sad Hulk
What?
walking away song will play while I'm sitting there by myself.
Tiny violin.
Yeah, no, I
What
mean,
do you picture the campsite looks like? I'll let you
Uh,
describe it.
well, other than the large tent, 2 smaller tents, the campfire, and the wooden seats around it, the seats are comfy but like kind of rough hewn. So like the tops are flat, like polished and flat, but the bottoms are like the actual like bark and everything on the bottoms. So it's just like a trunk that was cut in half or a limb that was cut in half. The larger tent is like just very nice canvas, and it's almost like a mini big top. So it has like the
Like a
more
marquee.
octagonal shape to it. And when you go in, I'm assuming the insides are furnished. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't know. But it has like a cot or 2 cots and like a little like wood stove maybe. And just to keep it warm if it's really cold out. And furs and blankies. And the smaller tents are closer to the bigger fire, like the campfire. So they get that residual warmth. And they have like a cot and furs and stuff. That's
yeah,
what I picture.
You guys are able to, decide where you want to sleep.
Not in a tent. Definitely not in a tent at all. Maybe up in a tree somewhere.
Then you won't be in the spell.
Well, okay, I'll be inside of the spell, but not in a tent and as far away from the fire and tents as possible.
Okay. Try to set it up
Appreciate
next to a tree with low hanging branches next.
Ooh.
You guys can go to sleep and I'll watch.
Okay. Good night.
You don't
Peace
have to go
out, Ram.
now. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to, you don't have to stay.
Does anybody want to take a watch with Ram, or like if there's anything you want to do before you go to bed?
I do
Sit around and shoot the shit some more.
I have something that I need to tell you all. So remember how I just appeared and you guys didn't look for me? I'm bringing this up for like the 3rd time.
You know, I feel kind of
Yeah,
attacked right now. We thought you
feel
were
like-
having sex, and the last time I walked in when you were having sex, you got mad at me and threw a shoe at me.
Okay, but I have to tell you something that I was doing while I wasn't having sex. So
Okay. Do we need to? What are you?
no,
what are you
I
doing?
wasn't having sex. This is something else.
They just said while they
wait.
weren't having sex.
Well, yeah, there's other things when you're by yourself. All right, continue.
No,
Oh, yeah,
no. That no. What I was.
Sometimes you get lonely and you just have to rub your ports. It's fine.
No. It's not that. It's,
Why are you guys like this?
I'm not.
You're
the one who
welcome.
made it weird for one. Eliz goes. So remember how I had this? I take off my top.
Yeah, see? I
Oops.
called it. I know where this is going.
Like,
No,
why?
they're not. They're not boobs, but this rock in the middle of my boobs.
You know, if you're referring to the rock, you could just like open it a little bit, but we don't need the full nip covered, like uncovered. I'm just saying.
You're just jealous because you don't have nipples.
Kirani, this is the first
Wow.
time that you've seen this, but
That was
Eliz has
rude.
a gem stuck in their chest.
Ram just kind of like covers her chest.
Can I?
We can get you nipples, I'm sure, if you want nipples.
No, I don't need nipples because I don't lactate.
Actually, I'm not gonna ask this question. Never mind.
Ask it. Ask it.
I'm
Do
not
it.
gonna ask
Do
that
it.
When
question.
Do it.
Hog and Aster are both reptiles if they have nipples?
Nope.
Okay.
Do reptiles have...
No, only mammals do.
Then no.
This conversation makes me never look at a can of Air Electronics Duster the same again.
So actually,
Good.
us two are
Ben.
the weird ones.
Blow me.
Nice.
So actually, we're the weird ones. Or no,
Mhm. Yeah,
In
that seems
this
like
party,
an
yeah.
inconvenience
Yeah.
and a back
But-
pain.
But besides my beautiful nipples, I put my boobs back and my rock back in my shirt. I say, well, this thing is what keeps me. I don't know if it keeps me alive or what, but I know it's related to a time that I was on a beach and I kind of died. It's a long story. Trust me, you don't want to. That part's not important that I died. What is important is that I was on that beach again and I had a vision. You know that beach, the one you talked about, Ram?
Yeah, that's
The
not
one
a
that
nice
gives
beach.
the one that gives you emotional damage.
There's a lot of emotional damage. Why are you bringing up my emotional damage?
Well, I just
And what does
wanted
this have to
press-
do with your boobs?
Well, I saw the Raven Queen again there.
Yeah,
And
she's...
Everywhere.
I saw something else. Remember I was like, there was that thing, and I was freaking out about it?
Mhm.
It's getting closer to the shore.
Closer to the shore. It's getting further along the river. It looks like it is.
Oh, okay.
It is making its way out of the river in the middle of the water. Like,
So,
it's
could-
kind of on the same journey that you're on, just in the middle of the water.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it's trying to escape.
Can I try to cast Detect Good and Evil and see if
Sure.
like the gem has any kind of
I don't
know
trust
the
those
answer to
nips.
Don't trust a hoe. Don't
Mm.
trust.
Don't trust.
X's on the back of your
Uh.
hands. Wash them in the. That was my most played song of 2021.
Nice. It's
Such a
fun song.
bob.
It really is.
I was also in the top 0.5% of Britney Spears listeners.
Wow.
Good for you.
dang.
Yeah. Oh, Brittany.
Please, Brittany. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
That's a classic.
What a time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Early internet days.
Okay, so read to me the wording of that spell, please.
for the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
What if it's half submerged in skin?
It doesn't specify.
So therefore,
Is there a way I can put that like information in the chat so you can see it? Or-
You may be able to grab the spell by the shield on the right side and drag it into the thingamajigger, into the chat bar.
The shield? I don't see a shield.
If you look at the spell itself, follow that line all the way across. There's a magnifying glass, and then the
it's
brown
a
thing.
round...
It looks like a boob. A brown boob with a silver
Gotcha.
nipple.
I did not realize that was a shield.
there's something about boobs and nipples, apparently.
It's a thing.
Apologize for my horrendous spelling, Offie. I'm sorry. My brain just quit on me.
No, you're
It
okay.
will not do anything. It will not do anything.
I will not.
Oh, wait.
Because I have that document saved somewhere, I just can't find it right now.
Yeah, it doesn't cover that.
Okay. I would say no. You do not get any sort of reading then.
Okay. Cool. Just checking.
Yeah, none of you have ever seen a stone like this before. It is very strange. And, Elise, you can describe it. The only thing I know for sure is that it's green.
Yeah, it's like a dark kind of emerald green. So like it looks kind of blackish, but when it catches in the light, it's a very vivid, like cool tone green. And it seems to have a sort of energy to it that even if Elise stays still and their chest is just kind of like, just breathing, you can kind of see that the gem is still swirling, even though it shouldn't be based on the light in the room.
You mean like it's swirling inside, or like it's actually moving in your chest?
No, it's swirling inside. It's not like going around.
It's not like dump trucking.
No.
Oh, like, you okay?
I mean, no wonder your boobs look so vibrant and jiggly. Like your boobs are always moving because of this stone.
It's just like.
There you go.
Hence, yeah, but this is the stone on my boobies.
How long has that been there?
Since I died. So, but how long ago was that, Artemis?
Let me look.
Yeah, because I forget exactly, but I feel like this is an important detail to let.
I gotta look at my calendar here. Hold on one second.
No problem.
Is it about 4-ish weeks?
No, it's more than that.
Okay.
So your accident was on the 3rd of Ice Moon,
Mm-hmm.
which would have been at this point 4 months ago now, almost. Almost
Kinda
exactly
recent.
4 months ago.
Okay, yeah, I relay that information.
Since she
Make me a history
mentioned-
check.
Me?
No, Aster.
Oh, okay.
And Pog, actually, too. Make me a history check.
Okay.
Graham, you haven't been awake long enough.
Boop.
Yeah, Pog with the
Nice.
nat 20.
Way to go, Pog.
There
Okay,
you
so
are.
Aster,
Something.
Aster, you vaguely remember something. Like you don't track time the same way that like everybody does. You track them in like moon cycles, and I mean 4 months ago you were running through a swamp, so you're not entirely sure, but you vaguely remember Molly mentioning. You vaguely remember Molly mentioning the arrival of a stranger in the swamp at that sort of around that time period. And she was not happy about the arrival of this stranger. Pog, you, as Eliz is sort of talking about this, you think back for like when you were at home, and 4 months ago, so on the 3rd of Ice Moon, there was a rather strange occurrence in the Chamber of Zephyr. That, like, you were one of the few sort of trainees that was still there at the time. You and your master had come back for a supply run, and while you were there, in just the very early morning hours of the day, there was a very strange uptick in noise from the chamber, and you remember Kelbalar explaining to you that, like, the Chamber of Zephyr is designed to pick up sounds that are carried on the breeze, but because you are on the nexus between the material plane and the elemental plane of air, it picks up voices from the elemental plane of air sometimes. And when this happens, it, like, the uptick in voices and sounds and things like that is very intense, and you remember that there was a lot of activity that day, and you can remember hearing now that you kind of think about it and you've heard that voice again, you remember hearing a female voice calling to you that day. And you've heard that voice since. Twice now.
Would the group probably like to know that?
If you tell us.
And that's up to you.
I say it back to the group, mentioning that maybe I've heard this once or twice. Not completely
Can you
unfamiliar.
move your mic a little closer? I can't. I'm sorry, honey. I'm really hard of hearing and I can't hear
Okay.
you.
I relay it back to the group.
Sorry.
Who was it?
I can't believe I opened up.
Yeah, like
I
Pog
feel
is
so
like,
vulnerable.
if a dragonborn could sweat, Pog would be like just drenched.
You don't have nipples and you can't sweat.
When was that ever a rule?
This is fantasy.
And Kirini, as this is going, like, as they're sort of describing these different events, you remember Asira telling you that there was, like, portents for a very strange event, and it has something to do with the eclipse that's coming up.
Since she, like, mentioned the Raven Queen, would I know of any kind of, like, connection between the Raven Queen and stones or I don't know.
You can make me a religion check.
Okay.
That's like never used.
How do I
Nice.
do it? Oh, like that. Okay. Well, it didn't put it in the thingy.
In the skills,
Because fantasy grind is being.
is it dropping
I
up?
don't know.
Did you see
No.
the
There it
die?
is.
No,
There
that
it
was
goes.
mine.
Oh.
So just double click the white box and it should roll it.
Oh.
How do you
No,
change
that-
the color of your dice?
Well, that was not
Right
as
side
good as
under
the first
tools,
one.
hit the art palette.
Upper right hand side. Where it says tools in the upper right hand side.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Here you go. Have fun.
Yay.
Alright. So, with that, no. Not that it doesn't mean much to you. Your village takes a very sort of, like, respectful approach when it comes to the Raven Queen. She serves her purpose, and that purpose is to ferry the dead from the land of the living to the land of the dead, and that's what you honor her for.
Okay, cool.
I've seen her.
Who?
Raven Queen. Eliz has too. Eliz is also muted. I didn't know they could turn off their voice box.
It's a talent. I don't use it very often, as you know. But I say, yeah, she sure is something. I kind of look around to like just make sure she's not like being creepy and just around something.
You can make a perception check. Hi, Llama.
Hello.
Oh, look at the kitty cat.
Mikey.
I hate hugs. Put me down, human.
I want hug from cat.
Such a cutie.
He's so sweet.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
You also don't feel like you're being watched.
Okay. Yeah, she like has me on this quest, and if I look back, bad things will happen. It's a long story. I started telling it, but I'm still very confused.
I saw her on the battlefield 2,300 years ago.
So she's old.
She's a god.
Yeah, I would imagine. She's been around for a really long time.
She's real old.
Granny, that sort of matches what Case has told you as well. They don't remember a lot from back then, but they were also in a war a long time ago, and they don't like to talk about it for sure. But when he does talk about it, he lost a lot of friends in that final fight, which is why he left and never looked back.
Okay. Did Case ever say anything about seeing the Raven Queen, or no?
He's mentioned that he's seen a few of the avatars of the gods. Just sort of in passing, he's mentioned it. Like, and when you try to press him about it, he just will not talk about it.
Okay.
How long has Case been awake for?
Do I know that?
How old is Kirani?
I think I put. Wait, let me see. I don't remember what I wrote down. 127.
Oh my god.
So
Because
he's been
it's
awake
like
for 145.
Oh, okay.
He's been in your village that whole time. He woke up in your village.
Okay. Oh. Interesting. Okay.
He was there when you were born.
Yeah. So I wouldn't necessarily know how he got there before he woke up.
You can run me a history check.
History. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Decent.
Okay, so you know that he was found at the center of the Briarheart when your village was sort of new. He was found amongst the vines and stuff there. And when he was found, Asira activated him somehow and woke him. And when she woke him, he stayed because he knows, like, his he always, like, if you ask him why he's still there, he always tells you that he's protecting something.
Okay.
But he never says what he's protecting. He just tells you that he's protecting something.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
You also know that you are pretty sure you know what it is that he's protecting.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured. How many of you have seen gods just walking about?
Thanks for the sub, Agni.
I walk by a mirror often, yes.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Well done.
You get an inspiration for that.
Like,
Aw.
raises an eyebrow and was like, yeah, fair.
He's like, all right, won't argue.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
We love the confidence.
I mean, it hasn't been a while. It's been 2,000 years.
Sure.
2,300, 4 months, and
Don't make me
17
do that
days.
math again. I already did it once.
Did you only see her then, or?
No.
Hmm.
There were a lot of gods there, or vessels, or vestiges, or whatever.
I only saw one god. If that helps anything, I guess I'm not as cool.
I
Did
would rather
you-
just see one.
Eliz, did you see her in person, or do you just see her in, like, dreams or something?
The first time it was a dream. This last time I was just at the docks. I felt like... So basically, I woke up, I went to go grab a snack, and then instead of grabbing a snack, I ended up wandering around like I was compelled. Which, actually, kind of thinking about it, that was pretty freaky. And then I just sat at the docks and I zoned out, and thankfully nobody pushed me in. It would have been really nice if my friends were looking for me, but yeah, I
You
just
weren't
kind of had a vision.
At the docks, you were north of town along the
Oh, I thought it was
riverbank.
sitting at it. Okay.
No.
Okay.
And also, it wasn't that you were compelled. It just that, like, that's just sort of where you ended up. You just sort of ended up going for a walk.
Yeah, okay, I went for a walk and all of a sudden I was there. And then she told me that I had to trust you all and myself, which is scary. Not you guys, myself.
I feel like it should be both are kind of scary.
Nah, you guys are more trustworthy than me. That bluntness.
I,
Okay.
Though I'm still learning about you.
sure.
Get right up against, like, right in Karenni's face.
Yeah.
Karenni's face.
I think she's just, like, super chills, just like, yeah.
Fucking
She
hippies.
knows what
Sure.
she's doing.
Uh,
I slowly pull back and I say, "Well, is that important knowledge to know?"
I don't know. Maybe it will be.
Foreshadowing.
I see my god sometimes, but only in my dreams and not very often.
Who is your god?
The Everlight.
What can I make a religion check?
Yeah, me too.
Sure. Go for it.
Beyonce is my religion.
I don't know who that
Choose
is.
to fail this check, cause I don't know.
Ooh.
So, Ram, this was not a god that you ever interacted with in your time. Eliz, you know simply from study, the Everlight is one of the more reserved and sort of shy gods that there are. She is sometimes known as Sarenrae. She hang on, I gotta pull up my freaking notes here.
No problem.
She's a lesser known, or she's a lesser deity, or considered a lesser deity. She, generally speaking, she tries to stay out of things if she can help it. She sometimes is given sort of a bad rap by by people who worship other deities because she chooses to stay neutral for the most part. She chooses to allow her people to atone for their mistakes rather than punish them like some gods do. And some of the other gods don't necessarily like that. So she's shunned a little bit.
I say, that's very interesting. I'm not judging, by the way. I'm not a sort of religious scholar or anything. I just don't meet many people who worship Sarenrae, I assume, right?
No, her religion is very so in Aviris, there is a shrine to her in the big temple there, but for the most part, you don't see very many shrines to her.
Yeah, I would say. Did you grow up in this religion, or is it something that you found?
Well, most folk around where I live worship the Wild Mother.
Laura.
Yeah, Melora, but I actually don't know. Emily doesn't know. I think I just sort of started hearing from her. I don't really remember a particular start to it.
You were young, but
Granted, I am young now.
What do you mean you're young now?
Oh, I'm only quarter of the way through my life, really.
Ah. So is getting with us like a quarter life crisis?
it is now.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Eliz laughs like that, by the way.
I think of it more as a calling.
And it's a calling you chose to accept. Quite interesting.
Well, I didn't have that much of a choice, I suppose. A directive, perhaps, not a calling so much. But I am happy to do it all the same.
So this isn't something you chose, it's what one might say it's a destiny for you
Yeah.
to follow?
I was
Send that to you, Afi.
most suited for it out of my home because I've some experience with the world outside and I have certain, skills with healing and whatever, and that would be useful.
And you're okay following this path, even if it's not something you necessarily chose yourself originally.
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
I'm just here.
Just vibing.
I just exist.
I didn't.
But
I wasn't really. I mean, there was a directive originally when I was first built, but not anymore.
do you think perhaps you woke up for a reason, though?
I'm gonna say probably yeah. Given everything that's going on, probably.
Would you say it's still a choice then?
I don't have to
Or are you
follow it if I don't want to. And just carry on. Wherever you guys go is where I'm going.
Graham, Romeo, wisdom saving throw.
Fuck!
Oh
no.
no. Fuck.
What?
Okay, so as this sort of happens, your eyes turn purple,
Mm.
and you think back when you first woke up. You can remember there being. You remember the darkness for the most part, and then there was like a pulse of light, and there was a voice that came out of that light that just said, "Awaken, Sentinel. Time has come." And then your vision goes back. The voice was very. It was commanding but gentle. It wasn't like it was like a harsh sort of wake up. It was a. It's. It was a very the call was almost timid, like they were afraid you weren't going to answer. And the rest of you see Ram's eyes sort of flash purple just for a brief moment, and then they kind of come back to themselves.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just doesn't change anything. My path is still my own, even if something else woke me up. If it just happens to line up with what you're all doing, then it's
Elise, do you feel like you're making your own choice?
Well, the Raven Queen asked me what I wanted to do, so I do. I don't know what would have happened if I refused, of course, but I'm just used to doing what I've been told, I suppose.
What about you, Pog? Are you here on a path that has already been chosen for you? Do you feel?
All I know is that I hatched from an egg, and that's why I'm here. Because I hatched from an egg. It was a lucky egg. Ta-da. I feel like I
Deception
hatched
check.
from an egg.
Oh
I feel like I
my
hatched from an egg.
Okay, then make a
Deception.
persuasion check at disadvantage.
Ah.
sus.
Insight?
Right?
I don't know where dragonborns come from. They come from like a mountain of smoke. Or an egg, like Yoshi.
So they appear like rocks. There's no explanation. They just are.
Ram
Oh god,
and
a baby.
Ram and Aster, you. Sure, Pog seems like they know what the fuck they're talking about.
I came from an egg.
Kurani, you don't necessarily know the ins and the outs of how Dragonborn reproduce.
That's okay.
However,
In
however,
out.
it kind of tracks.
Nice.
You also get the sense that Pog has no fucking idea.
Did you not have the talk?
I'm just
That's
trying
like
to
a little sea
picture.
turtle and crawled.
Yeah, but your talk was given to you by an elf. Pog, your talk was given to you by an elf, so.
Hmm.
I didn't get the anatomy right then.
I have no idea.
I'm trying. I think Kurani is trying to decide if Dragonborn eggs are kind of like Pokemon eggs, where they're like they have a pattern on the outside that shows what the dragon will look like. The Dragonborn will look like.
Yeah.
You have to walk around with it.
Yeah.
Certain amount
Yeah.
of steps.
So like, was Pogs like that kind of turquoisey blue with an orange stripe down the middle, or I don't know.
This is a bright egg.
She's just like,
Just crack me open like you're making an omelet. Like,
Pog, make me a wisdom
No.
saving throw.
oh no.
wow.
Snap.
Like the DM's had enough of my bullshit.
Alright, so. Your earliest memory that you have is that memory that of some male dragonborn that looks like you singing to you. And that's your sort of earliest memory, but like you were very, very small. And dragonborn mature very quickly.
So I was like
And-
4 and like 5 feet tall. Like, goo goo, gaga. Dragonborn reach maturity by age 15.
Oh.
Ooh,
Only people
so-
I
like
beat
that.
ya
We're
by
in a better
3
place.
years.
Dragonborn reach maturity by age 15. So the fact that you remember this, like, you're pretty freaking small, bro.
I was so tiny.
And then it went.
Gaga.
I picture like the bird from Spirited Away, the one that's like zzz, that's like flies around. It's like,
Yeah, and then like, yeah.
Go go.
I fucking hate it.
I'm done.
It's such a deep, like, right from the egg, I guess, not the womb.
Mama.
Crack. Ooh, ooh.
Like animal
Gaga.
there.
Wait, do we need to have a Dragonborn anatomy lesson here? Like, cause I will
No.
I
pull
think I
up
know
what
what
it
happened.
says.
Do they have nipples?
No.
It's always the question.
It's important because I need to know that I'm part of the majority in this party. No nipples and
I
tallest.
would say
Actually-
no.
That'd
Yeah.
be so disturbing if there was just like 2 very prominent nipples.
It's like sticking out from like between the like slot scales.
Anything on
No.
my shirt.
Not sure why those
no,
are there.
No. No.
From what you know, you're eggborn, so no, you do not have nipples.
Like Yoshi.
Yes.
Yoshi.
I got nipples, Greg.
nyang.
When you
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Even-
I'll use like the tongue noise to go.
I don't know
whenever
anymore. I don't know anymore what we're even doing anymore.
Nope. We're in
Just
camp.
campfire chatter.
Yeah.
I
we're
mean,
in
yeah.
camp. Just
Trying to find out how I came
You
to
gave
be.
us the chance.
sure you did.
I regret everything.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I love you, weirdos.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yes.
All right. Anything else you would like to do before bed? Any other further awkward conversations you would like to have with each other?
No, just a brief existential crisis once again by Aster. Just gonna stare up into the night sky, processing
Time to meet him.
everyone's answers of whether or not they feel like they were on a path, if they are making their own way by their own choice. The eternal
Okay.
struggle she's always had for the longest time all her life, and she feels
You
like
also
that.
realize that you have 12 days until the eclipse.
Oh my god.
After tonight, it'll be 12 days.
Mhm.
No.
What?
Ooh.
I don't know. Nothing's gonna
find it.
happen. It's fine.
It's an eclipse. Whatever.
Yeah, it's just an eclipse.
No big.
Stuff does not happen on eclipses.
No
It's
big
fine.
deal.
And the fact that
Oh.
it's all 4 moons are lined up for the first time.
You have 4 moons? How did I not realize
Yes.
that?
It's fine. It's fine. Nothing to worry about.
There's a partial eclipse coming on Earth, by the way.
Yep.
Just
Yep,
throwing
there
that
is.
out there.
Oh, great.
Okay,
Dreams.
okay.
Yeah, so you're able to spend some time looking up at the sky, and Aster, you notice that like the moons obviously are starting to get into their alignment, but also you're able to see more and more flashes of that gold and silver. And the stars are dimmer than usual.
Oh. That seems concerning. I say to the darkness.
What'd you
Ram,
say?
you hear
Knit.
What?
The stars.
What about them?
They're not as bright.
Is that normal?
I don't think so.
I
It is
really
not
looked at the
normal.
stars.
So I imagine Aster's just like laying flat, but as soon as you say, "I've never really looked at the stars," she literally just
What?
like straight up
Like cane
turns
style?
sharply. Yeah, just conk. You've never looked at the stars.
Only when you've pointed them out to me.
How can you not always be mesmerized by what's above you, by all of these things that you can't understand that are always there, even if you can't always see them, these things that are so far beyond and yet also so close at the same time, the things that could mean so much that we don't understand.
You have never heard Aster talk that much before.
Okay.
That's not the question here. You need to stop knitting and look up. Please.
Okay, just let me finish this row.
We pretend the airplanes in the night sky.
And I'll put my
shoot
knitting
stars.
needles back in the ball
Yeah.
so I don't lose my spot and it doesn't unravel on me. Emily's like, yes, the crafter. Don't fuck
Yeah.
it
At this
up.
point, like Aster would scramble over to you and like try to clamber back onto you, and she's just like pointing up at the stars, like, look, you see that? See, if you look at this star over here, this brightest one that's in this direction, and if you pinpoint it, if you look directly down over here, and you can swoop it over to the star over here, you make this constellation. And if you look over here, this like cluster.
While this is going on,
there.
Ram, you just very gently take Aster off of your shoulders, lay flat, and lay with her, sort of like her head is against your head, and you guys are looking
Okay.
overhead as she's pointing these out to you.
Just constantly.
And Aster just goes to town.
Just just nonstop.
I just record all of the information as I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't really programmed to look at the stars.
Well,
That was
you
built for war.
Well, it seems like you've been doing a lot of things you weren't programmed for, honestly.
I can do sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly. And now you can look beyond what's just immediately in front of you. There's always so much more. There's always something more that you don't know about that's out there just waiting to be explored and be discovered. There's so little we know about. I know you know a lot, but I know there's also so much more out there. And that's something I want to see.
You're seeing it now.
From here, sure. But if there was a way to see even more, I think I would like that.
Like flying to the stars?
That sounds impossible. That sounds almost improbable too, but yeah. I want to see the stars. What they really are.
Here they're big balls of gas burning billions of miles away.
I was waiting for it.
And then I fart. I don't fart.
How does a
You
warforged
just
fart?
release exhaust.
It's ju-
rattle.
It's just a new actuator in my leg that kind of like releases. Oh, sorry about that.
As she's talking, Ram, make me an intelligence saving throw.
Fuck balls.
Uh-oh. Is that better or worse than wisdom?
They're both pretty bad.
Ah! Okay.
So
Bad.
you're sort of recording all this, processing what Aster's saying, but also like you've never seen Aster this excited before, and it's kind of sweet. It's a side to her you're not used to, and you also realize that like as she's sort of explaining this, your original purpose may not have been for this, but you also know that you have the ability to change your internal designations.
I knew that. It's just
Now that you're not, well, and also that you're not connected to the others, and now that you have that sort of realization that you're not connected, you don't answer to anybody.
I knew that. Or not thinking about it. I wouldn't think to lay back and look at the stars if Aster hadn't said anything. I wouldn't have thought about sex if it wasn't for Eliz. This doesn't register. When the option's open, it's open.
Mm-hmm. And you realize that you're learning all kinds of new things from being around different kinds of people. You're used to being around your own kind before this, and then the horrible people from when you woke up. And now
Just moderately horrible people.
These people are weird, and they do weird things and say weird things, and you kind of like that about them. And you're like, fuck.
You like that? Is there a snake constellation?
Yeah, right over there. If you look over there and you see that star over there, right there, it looks a little bit reddish right there. So if you go down a little bit and snake's just to the right for that next star, and then it goes back down, it just makes this like perfect S and everything. Yep, that's the constellation over in that direction. We can still see it.
Sorry, they're not as bright as usual.
Aster, as you look at that constellation, the
Make a wisdom
sort
saving
of
throw.
no. The the sort of like aurora borealis that appears around your starry form now is around this constellation. You didn't notice that last night, but you notice it now that you're out of the city.
Like immediately silent and just like upright, just staring in that direction and just taking it in.
Is it okay?
Oh, actually, Aster would go around and try to gently wake everyone up and try to show them this rare sight.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all sort of awoken after a few hours from Aster, and she is really excited about something. Like, you've never seen Aster like this before.
Yeah, you gotta look.
Wow.
Over that way.
What
And
is
you
that?
guys spend a couple of hours just together looking at the stars, and Aster just explaining, and you all sort of see those strange gold and silver flashes in the sky.
Are those a constellation?
I don't know what those are.
Yes, you do. You
Yeah,
both
I know what
they
those
are.
I forgot.
You both know
That
what
I
they are.
hate.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
was just asking, like, if you thought, like, are they normally like that? Because
Oh.
I've been asleep for 2,000 years.
No, that's not normal. And it seems to be getting worse the closer to the eclipse that you're moving. They're more and more common.
I'm sure that's not an omen.
No, not at all.
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about.
So beautiful, be so deadly.
Fine. Everything is fine.
It's fine. Oh, that's new. I'm sure it's fine.
It's... Well,
So yeah, you guys sort of spend the evening together, and I mean, if you want to pass out outside together, great. If not, you crawl back in your tents. But yeah, eventually everybody gets their rest, and that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight.
yeah, we are.
It's so wholesome and sweet.
Yeah, it's a nice way to end it.
Yeah, it was cute. Considering we're off for the next 2 weeks. Because I'm in
Yeah.
California, and Keisha's going
Ooh.
away too.
Ooh.
And Maggie figured out that they're not gonna be here the next week.
Ooh.
It's not my fault.
No!
I haven't been out of my house in over 2 years.
Same.
You go
Same.
enjoy it.
And I decided to go across the continent and into another
No.
country in order to break that.
Yeah, I'm just going
Uh-huh.
30 minutes away. That's not nearly
It'll be
as
fine.
You can't do
Everything's-
anything halfway.
No. Everything
no
in full
gradual
measures.
progression.
No. There is no half-assed here. We go hard.
full ass. Both
Full ass.
You do everything full ass.
Not like the one person in the Tuesday game who we cut off his one butt cheek.
Yeah.
What?
A story for another time. We will be back on Monday for the last session of Mistwalkers before I go away, and possibly U-POW on Tuesday, still up in the air with some work schedules and stuff. And yeah, we're gonna do stuff and things. It'll be fun, hopefully. Yeah, so join us. And then we'll see you when I get back, because I'm in every game, and if I leave, it breaks everything.
Seriously.
Sorry.
Am I also in every game?
Yeah, you are.
But I don't do them, so.
I am too right now.
Yeah, you are.
Mhm.
I got absorbed by all of the games.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
I'm working my way up.
Yeah,
Nah.
getting there, getting
Yeah.
there. We just kind of drag everybody in as we go. Hey, you want to be in this game?
Yeah, it's
Great, we got
fine.
an NPC you can play for the next 3 weeks. So, yeah, join us. Stick around for the raid. We're gonna go raid one of our co-streamers, The Mind's Eye, who also streams on Friday nights, doing some D&D. And if you've got a voice thing, oh my god, get him to talk to you and read the phone book, because it is really nice. So we will be back, and thank you. Bye. Press the button.
Jesse.